Do you find yourself in a situation where you put in so much time in getting your work done, but then at the end of the day you just show up with nothing? Like it feels like the time just disappeared, or you've been just wasting time on useless tasks that are really not important, like scrolling social media. And on top of that, it feels like most of your time goes to work only and less of life. And for those of you guys who are in the middle of your career, usually it's okay when you're just getting started, like not to worry about your life aspect of things, where you just like waste so much time in trying to learn and really improve as a designer out there or an entrepreneur out there. But if you're in a position where you feel like work is not really that good productively and you don't show up like on timelines, I mean, that feels like someone I can relate to, because mostly as a student of productivity and how to, effectively improve your output in life versus, work, it's quite important to always like monitor and track your productivity. So in this video, I just want to share with you some of the techniques that I'm discovering along the way. And it's gonna be fun. For those of you guys who are new out here, my name is Zana, and I'm a brand product designer. For those of you guys who don't know that, I design logos and also design apps, websites, and products in general. So just go ahead and subscribe if that's something that might interest you. But before we proceed, I just want to go ahead and thank Penji for sponsoring this video. More about Penji later in the video. So let's proceed and talk about productivity and how you can optimize your days so that you get more work done, you have more focus on tasks, but also you don't get burnout because you want to get the work done. So how do you do that? We're gonna talk about that. All right, so first things first, I want us to talk about productivity. Productivity is more of an equation, like output versus input, right? Input in this case is the time you put in, the effort. No one cares about your skills, Like skill is not an input, right? Time is the commodity we're trading here for the output, right? So if you optimize your input, that means you might show up with some like efficiency in your output, and you might show up with like high impact outputs if you optimize your time well. Most of you guys are familiar that I keep a journal. So when you look at my journal, it's quite okay that this helps me really just like keep my days on track, because it's so easy to get off the trails and just like be doing stuff that are not important or priority, versus like really prioritizing and figuring out things that are really important to you. So this is something that has been working fine. So if you want to really see how I do my day-to-day like tracking of like different tasks and how I manage my day versus life, you can go watch this video. In this video I detail how I really do my productivity tracking in this book. But right now, honestly, this kind of like feels not enough. So I'm trying to like experiment with like having like a solid productivity tracker that one factors in like different areas of like say my life, my daily work. As a product designer, right now I'm so involved in a couple projects. As a brand designer, I still take on like freelance projects. And on top of that, I'm learning how to really teach design. I started a design school, learn with Zana. I'm trying to like really scale that school. And props to you guys who are subscribed to the pre-order. We already have some like amazing students really excited to learn. So there's quite a lot happening in my life right now. So I'm trying to experiment with having like a productivity tracker, and I did some research online just to try to figure out like how would you really beyond just having like a sort of to-do or journal, how would you track your productivity? So I came across this productivity tracker, which seemed okay. And I think that's the idea I wanted to go with before things changed up a bit. And I think in between, when I was like really trying to experiment with what could work better, I came across the Pomodoro tracker, which kind of has a bit more than just a productivity tracker. I reached out to my friends at Penji and I asked them whether they can help me with a productivity tracker, some sort of like a Pomodoro tracker, and they said yes. Thanks again, Penji, for sponsoring this video. If you don't know what Penji is about, Penji is one of those unlimited design services that connects you with the top 2% graphic designers in the world. At a monthly fixed rate, you can get all your custom design projects made, from logo design, flyers, print and digital, and even UI UX. You can get all your stuff done on Penji. And all you have to do, just use a link in the description to enjoy a 15% off your subscription. So I've not used this track yet, but I'll I'm intending to really experiment with it and maybe share my discoveries. But one thing I already really see that it's a benefit to use a Pomodoro tracker versus just a productivity tracker. One, here we get to see some sort of like priority set. So you set your priorities, maybe you can limit it to 2. And then for you guys who struggle with focusing, the Pomodoro tracker uses the fundamental principle of like, breaking down your task in 25-minute slots. So you just like set a timer for 25 minutes. When it's done, you take a break. I mean, like if you can't focus for 25 minutes, you might not have like anything to help you right now. But the Pomodoro tracker really comes in handy for that. For those of you guys who struggle with focus. For me, honestly, like I've been evolving and growing, learning as a productivity student. Like I'm really owning on to try improve my productivity. So I can do an hour of focus always, but like I'm really keen to find out what is within the 24 or the 25-minute slot of focus on one task. Now that is a benefit, and the other benefit is try to really now monitor productivity. So usually you set like what time you estimate to put on a task, and then you get to see the actual time, like how much time have you wasted in a slot, and everything really boils down to like the second, the minute, and like the hours, So I think this is quite important. So I'll share more discoveries, but I feel like maybe those are some of the benefits that I could share with you right now, so you get a sense of why this might be better than just using a productivity tracker. And also, if you just want to use my tracker, that's okay. I'll put a link in the description as well. You can just go and download my Pomodoro tracker. And this is my first time using a Pomodoro tracker, so expect quite a lot of learning. And I'll come back with another video and share with you what I've discovered using a Pomodoro tracker versus just like a productivity tracker. Yeah, so that's it for this video. If you're new around here, my name is Zana. Yeah, the clock just went off. Like I set a timer for shooting this video. That's how really my day looks like trackers are going off right and center. Like I have a watch, also I set timers when I'm off my desk. It always has like a timer set to do specific things, like maybe take a break, a walk. Anyways, like the video is ending right now, so let me stop right there. Maybe I'll double down on other videos and share with you more information about like really productivity. So yeah, thanks for you guys who are already subscribed and turned on the bell. It means a lot. But if you're new out here, my name is Zana, and in this channel I talk about things to do with design in life. I'm trying to help you really learn a specific skill or specific skills that can help you make money on the side. Whatever you do in life, everyone needs that extra income skill that can help them make money on the side. Of course, you might not get rich, but it's gonna help you really have your dreams catered for, like your lifestyle. If you end up like learning how to design logos, you can make money on that. If you end up like developing websites, maybe in Webflow, maybe you know how to code, you're gonna make money off that. So things to do with like product design, like the UX design. Most of you guys don't know that I'm a user experience designer because I don't talk about that much on the channel. And I saw a comment recently that you guys want me to talk about this. We'll see how best to fuse this in, because I didn't want to confuse you. Mostly you guys know me for the brand design side of things, but yeah, I'm kind of like a T-shaped designer. I know quite a lot, coming from the advertising space, being an ad director for ad agencies. Like there is so much I know, and it's just like really prioritizing, and so let me just narrow down and talk about brand design. Anyways, if you ain't subscribed already, that kind of gives you an idea what we talk about on this channel. So go ahead and subscribe, and don't forget to turn on the bells so that you know whenever I upload a new video. That's it, my guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.